Okay, we're within plus or minus a 1/1000th of an inch, so that's good. So I'll index it like that against my fence, then just remove one spacer, drill the hole, remove a spacer, drill a hole, drill the last hole without a spacer. That should do me just fine that way. Say hello to my little friend. This has been sitting in the corner of my shop for quite a while. It's I believe it's an 8-foot piece of 40 by 80. Let me see for sure. 90 inches, pretty close. It's long enough for what I need. When I checked my other fence, even when I had it shifted all the way over, it wasn't going to be long enough to index without jerry rigging something. Now this thing is not the straightest. It's probably 10 or 15 thousandths over the length, but for what I'm using it for, it's going to be plenty straight. I'm using about the middle on out, so if it's 5-6 thousandths off, not a big deal. So let me get this mounted to my drill press. Alright, I made these stops a long time ago for extensions, or indexing this way. But the problem is, once I get past this point, because this is cut at an angle, it's going to fall over this edge. So I'm just going to temporarily glue this to it. I'll make a little mark here where the glue can go. I'm just going to put a light coat on there, just enough to tack it to the edge. I'll probably just leave it there. I don't know what else I'll be using this for, but... And the other thing is, I'm putting it right to the table, even though when I get off the table, I won't be indexing from this anymore, but this will give me enough holding power so that it doesn't move on me. Okay, after a little jacking around, I've got it set up here. The one thing I want to do is, I'm going to change this. It's a little cockeyed there. And I'm going to register that against this stop, like so. Alright, so I'll be able to drill my 4 holes in this direction, index over. I'm going to use these parallels I have as my 5/8. I guess I only need one. What I'll do then is index, get that in there snug. There. Lock this down. Just going to double check my zero again here. All right, that's 0. That's 5/8. These are my 3 spacers. I'll try and keep those as wide as I can to get a good registration. And away I go. Now the only other thing I need to be concerned about is the depth. I'm glad I checked. It was too deep, so I adjusted my stop here. I've got to get that locked in. one get away from me here. I wasn't paying attention, I didn't have it up tight. And it drifted out this way, probably 1/16 of an inch. So my thought was I can plug it with this, hardwood dowel I have that fits the hole and kind of live with that and re-drill it. Or I could drill it up to 1/4 inch and plug it with a face grain plug. I'm going to try this first because I can always come back and do this. So I'm going to give this a little shot of glue and just walk away. Take a walk actually. Take the dog out, cool off, and then come back. A guy once told me one time the difference between an amateur and a professional is the way they correct their mistakes. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how we did here. It's back online. I'm just deburring these holes, and what I've got is my old chuck here with my countersink, and I'm just spinning it by hand a couple of times and moving on.